Okay, all right, now we are mixing a chart of greens, and the chart of greens, we're going to revisit to our colors. So to do the greens, we're going to go back to our color bias chart and the color testing we did. And now this is my gouache chart. I'm going to be mixing my greens out of gouache, and I'm going to show you how to mix them. I'm going to show you what I used. So I have yellow greens and orange yellows, green blues and violet blues, and I'm going to be using these colors right here to mix my greens. And then I have violet reds and orange reds, and I'm going to be using these colors right here, straight and mixed with yellow to make oranges to neutralize the greens. But first of all, we're just going to be mixing the greens from the green yellows, the orange yellows, the green blues, and the violet blues. And you can do all your colors if you want, or you can do 2 of your green yellows and just 2 of your orange yellows, whatever you feel like doing, and just 2 of your green blues and just 2 of your violet blues. It's up to you. I did all of my blues to see how they were going to turn out because I'm trying to find the widest range of greens. Okay, now here's the chart of the mixes I did of my greens. Okay, so here are my green mixes. Now, with my green mixes, I did, these are greens all mixed from my color bias chart I just showed you. So you know the colors, the tube colors I used, and I put little initials next to each color so I knew which ones I used for mixing. So for example here, I used 3 of my yellows and I did this all with the same blue. So I now know what this yellow and this blue make for, these are the greens I can get. Okay, and then I did this one first and then I said, oh, I think I'll try to go lighter and lighter. So what I did is I mixed my yellow and my blue together and I got this dark blue. And then I gradually added more yellow. Don't add any white, I added yellow. So this was more and more saturation of yellow. And I got the green to get lighter and lighter and lighter with just adding yellow to it. And that's what I did for all of these. And these are the colors I had. I had a lemon yellow, a cobalt blue, a lemon yellow, ultramarine blue, a lemon yellow, and a cyan. I had a Hansa yellow, I had a dark yellow. So I had 3 yellows. So I had lemon yellow, dark yellow, and Hansa yellow. And then I had the different blues. And this is my cyan blue. And then I had Prussian blue, night blue, and then I had indigo over here. So you're going to have different pigments to use when you mix yours because you'll have different tube pigments than I do. But this is going to give you an idea of what you're getting for your colors. And I found it helped me the most to do it so I added progressively more green to the mixture, more yellow to the mixture of the green to get lighter and lighter greens. And so in the end, I had much lighter greens out here, and I could see what the color green was. This is a very saturated green because, again, I'm not dulling it with its complement, and I am not adding white to it. Okay, so this is the first chart of greens. This is all my greens that I can get with the tube colors that I have. And this is a good amount of greens. And as you can see, with my violet blues, my greens are a little more modified and a little duller here naturally with my violet blues, but I'm not using any direct complement to neutralize it completely, but because of the violet and the blue, it's slightly duller. With the green blues over here, you're going to see that the colors of the green are much more vibrant, and they're the kind of colors you would use for, spring greens and certain types of flowers. So, and again, these are all the colors I got from the blues and the yellows that I showed you. Now I'm going to show you what I did next step. Next step I did was I literally took my green mixtures that you saw me do on the other page, and I did green and I added one of my reds to it. I added my bright crimson red. So this is a really warm red. I added that to it, and then I went and added an alizarin to it, and then I took and I mixed an orange with one of my yellows and my reds to get an orange, and then that was my dull orange with my alizarin, and then I mixed a very bright orange with my scarlet to get this nice clear bright orange, a warm orange, and then I mixed that with the greens. And you're seeing these greens that are next to it are the greens that I got from these two being mixed together, and then I progressively added more and more green to it if possible, or more and more. Here I added more and more orange to it to get it lighter. I wanted to see how it was going to act. So here's I'm adding more red. Sorry, I'm adding more red to this to get this, and I'm trying to get it lighter and lighter, or trying to see the color basically. I'm not trying to get a light color. I'm trying to see the color. And this is, I'm able to see the color. And as you can see, look how light this one gets because I added the yellow that I mixed in this green. I added more yellow to this to get it lighter. I could have added more blue that I mixed in the green. Again, this is something you need to try. And you need to like push it in both directions, lighter and darker, and see how it neutralizes it. But the thing that's helpful, that's the most helpful, is that you'll know that this pigment and this mixture and this mixture, I'm dealing with two secondaries. This mixture and this mixture got me this color. So the first color that you see, the first swatch that's behind the two that are mixed together is the color that I got when I mixed them both together. Then I went one step further and I started to neutralize them, and I changed the value. So here I'm changing the value. Now, the value of this is, I mixed a lavender, okay? So I mixed an alizarin and I mixed an ultramarine blue to get a purple. So there's my nice purple. And then I took the purple and I kept progressively adding white to it to see what color I had. And this is I really like this lavender. This is a nice lavender. And then I took this color here, this mixture here, and I added it to my greens. I added it to my greens, and then I couldn't get it. I kept adding more and more green to it, and I couldn't get it any more green, and then I started to add white to it. When I added white to it, it started to go gray and light green. So again, I'm just bringing it lighter and lighter to see what I'm getting when I'm adding a lavender color or a purple color to my green. And again, this is tertiary colors. I'm starting to move into secondary, so I'm mixing tertiary colors here. And here, as you see, it's still looking green. It's still in the green family. And then I did the same thing here with a different green. This green is more of a this is a cleaner, purer green and a bluer green, and I ended up getting, when I added white to it, it started to go blue. So again, my tertiary colors is sort of a neutralized blue color, greenish blue color again, not pure blue, but greenish blue. Now, these are the types of exercises I want you to try, and try something that you think you need. And we will discuss in class details about things that you need, colors you need to mix and stuff you need as you go about coloring the landscape. And when you go out and paint the landscape, you're going to need certain colors. And we will discuss those needs in class. Okay, thank you.